So today, the plot thickens. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Outrider is going to be the specialist coming out next Tuesday, which is interesting because when I made my video yesterday talking about who this specialist could be, I didn't even mention Outrider because, one, it didn't really match with what we saw in the image, nor did it match with the description we had of the new specialist character. But today we got a new leak and it looks like this specialist character is going to be Alessandra Castillo, aka Outrider. Now, how do we know this? We have to look at the new leak that Call of Duty released today. Now, before we actually look at this video, I just wanted to let you guys know, over the past couple of videos, I saw a lot of people asking whether or not there was a way that you could play Black Ops 4 with me. There actually is. Every single day, Monday through Friday, I stream over on Twitch, and I almost always host an open lobby, which means you guys are actually able to play with me. So, the way to do that is, first of all, click the link to my Twitch down in the description, hit that follow button, and whenever I'm streaming, there is a chance that you could play with me. So check out my Twitch down in the description, but without further ado, let's get in and look at the video that was released today. So what we got here is a little bit more blurry of a video than we got yesterday, but you can pretty clearly make out the character model of what looks like Outrider from Black Ops 3. But throughout this video, we are going to talk about how realistic of a thing that actually is and whether or not it makes sense for Outrider to be in this game. So without further ado, let's get into talking about that. Starting off with this video, we're going to look at a couple of still images from it and talk about what we see. Now, the first thing I wanted to address is the fact that a lot of people are saying that it's possible that this character could only be in Blackout and not multiplayer. However, in this video, the thing that I'm playing on repeat here, you're actually able to see Ajax run in the background behind whoever this character is. So it shows that this is in multiplayer. Now, this still image that I got here is really the best image you get of this character in total. And the reason why everyone is freaking out and thinking this is Outrider is because the character has its hood up, and as we know, Outrider in Black Ops 3 almost always had her hood up pretty much at all times. Now, that is the main reason why this fits the narrative of the new specialist character being Outrider. Now, based off of the visual we have here, the major reason why it doesn't look like Outrider is nowhere in this image do I see a bow. And as we know, Outrider's bow is her big specialist weapon that we would all expect to be brought into Black Ops 4. But in this image, there is nothing to be seen. The one thing you can see in this image is some black speck kind of behind the butt of Outrider, which kind of looks like it could be a crossbow potentially, but other than that, we don't really have any idea of what that could be. Now, the other thing that makes it look like Outrider as opposed to another specialist character is the character looks a little bit more feminine, smaller features in the body, and if you really look at the rest of the specialist characters in the game, the guys really do have broad shoulders, and this one doesn't look like that at all, so it's leaning towards this being a female character. Now, the other image we have here is at the very end of the teaser, and it's only shown for one frame, and it's what you are looking at here. Again, it is super blurry, but what it looks like is you can see the character on the left-hand side of the screen with the hood up, and then they are holding some sort of weapon. Whether this is supposed to represent a new type of weapon or the specialist weapon for this character, I don't know. It's really too blurry to tell, but I haven't heard anyone talk about this individual picture, so I just thought I would show it to you guys as well. So as we know, whoever this character is, it will be coming to Black Ops 4 next Tuesday, aka December 11th. Now, for the rest of this video, I'm going to be trying to prove or disprove whether it makes sense that the character that is coming then is Outrider or something else altogether. Now, the first thing I would like to actually look at is Outrider's date of birth that we are given in Black Ops 3, because yes, it is part of her bio. Now, the easiest way to look at this is when you play Kill Confirmed in Black Ops 3, when a character drops a dog tag, it gives you their call sign, aka Outrider, their real name, aka Alessandra Castillo, and their date of birth. So when we look at Outrider's date of birth, you have two options. Either it is January 8th, 2040 or August 1st, 2040. Call of Duty and specifically Treyarch screws with their date format a lot. For example, when we look at the reveal for this event, it is December 11th and they put the month first. Normally, that's not the case, but who knows what way they're using. Either way, though, Outrider was born in the year 2040 according to Black Ops 3. Now, as we know from the specialist stories and also what we've gathered from the multiplayer, the game actually takes place somewhere between the year 2043 and 2047. So that would make Outrider at the very oldest 7 years old based off of this birth date. However, Treyarch has come out and shown that they don't really care what they put for the birth dates in Black Ops 3. How do we know this? If we look at Seraph's birth date from Call of Duty Black Ops 3, it shows us that she was born either on January 12th or December 1st, 2050, which means she isn't even born yet at the time of Black Ops 4. However, if we go and look at Seraph's bio in Black Ops 4, it shows her birthday as December 1st, 2027. They completely changed the year she was born in. Or the Seraph in Black Ops 4 is actually Seraph in Black Ops 3's mother, and they just so happen to be born on the exact same day. But that's something that we could talk about in a future video. Let me know in the comments if you want me to cover that. What this actually looks like, though, is that Treyarch didn't care about the lore that they created in Black Ops 3 and just decided to completely change it so they could put Seraph in Black Ops 4. And they could very well do the exact same thing with Outrider, but only time will tell. So as far as the date of birth goes, it doesn't really support the fact that based off of the lore of Black Ops 3, Outrider shouldn't be in Black Ops 4. However, looking back at this image we see here, it looks a lot like Outrider. Now, another reason, as we talked about before, why this might not be Outrider is, first of all, she doesn't have her bow, and honestly, this character looks a little thicker than Outrider did in Black Ops 3. Maybe between the two games, Outrider lost some weight, but really, if you look at the images, it's a little bit bigger in the Black Ops 4 teaser we have here. But that could also be chalked up to her wearing some sort of different armor or coat or gear, something like that that makes her look bigger. So that is one theory, and a pretty damn good theory, that this is going to be Outrider. Now, a theory that we talked about yesterday that still could remain to be true based off of this image is that this new character coming next week is Chloe Lynch from Black Ops 2. Now, I'm not going to go in depth because I did yesterday talking about who this character is and how it is possible that they could be in Black Ops 4. If you want that in-depth explanation, go check out yesterday's video. I'll leave it as a card on screen throughout this video, but a very basic description is basically Chloe Lynch was in Black Ops 2. In one of the Black Ops 2 endings, she died. In another Black Ops 2 ending, she did not. As we found out in a previous video, the ending where she survives is actually the canon ending. So it is possible that she can be in Black Ops 4. On top of that, based off of this computer screen that we found on the map Frequency, it matches the description of Chloe Lynch, aka Karma, from Black Ops 2. So it is very possible that this image we got today is of her. As we talked about, it looks like a female, it doesn't have Outrider's bow, so once again, this character could be Chloe Lynch. Now, the one other thing that I have to point out is in yesterday's video, another character that we speculated who this could be is Blackjack, and I don't think it's Blackjack, but the one thing I do have to point out is in Black Ops 3, Blackjack also almost always wore a hood, so that would kind of match as well. However, like we mentioned, the character features that we looked at in this image look very feminine, so I doubt it's Blackjack, but you never know. But there is another option, an option that I think is amazing. I don't think it's true, but actually you guys pointed it out to me yesterday in the comments, and that is that this character could actually be Jessica Mason Green. Now, I know I made a video telling you and explaining how it looks like Jessica Mason Green is actually Spectre from Black Ops 3. However, once again, this character we're seeing on screen looks like a female, and based off of the facial features that we can see from this very limited image, it kind of matches Jessica Mason Green. Another theory that I heard is that this character we are seeing on screen right here is actually an early version of Spectre, before they got the armor, before they got their kind of like scythe blade, and this is actually Jessica Mason's Green early version of Spectre. Now, I don't think that's true, but it's a really, really cool theory. Now, if you're asking me who do I think this character is, what specialist do I think this is going to be, based off of this image that we got today, I really do think it is going to be Outrider, and that Treyarch is going to change her date of birth similar to what they did with Seraph. but only time will tell. Part of me hopes that it's a new character, but at the same time, I really did love Outrider in Black Ops 3, so it would be nice to see her return. But as of right now, if she does return, it doesn't look like Outrider has her bow, so it might be a different specialist ability in this game. But at this point, I want to hear what you guys think. Who do you think this specialist character is? I gave you all of the information I possibly could. Hopefully you checked out yesterday's video, so you have all of that information as well. But I want to hear who you think this specialist character is. Also, guys, if you enjoy this type of video, I love making these speculation and theories videos. So if you enjoy this type of video, want to see more, the best way to show me is hit that like button, because the more likes these videos get, the more likely I am to continue on and try to make more and more theories like this. On top of that, if you like what you see here, want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure you have notifications turned on to stay up to date on all my videos. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
Maybe you should take